Why, hello there, what's up guys, it's Robbie here with Star Wars HQ, and I hope you guys are doing good, and check this out, we've got brand new legendary skins coming to Star Wars Battlefront 2, as well as, yes, the return of JABBA'S Palace. We've got a ton of news to go over, and then also news about new additions to arcade mode, and then also, yes, a brand new mode called Hero Showdown. I've got all the details for you right now. If you want to read about it for yourself, see the brand new official community transmission posted to the Battlefront 2 forums and the website down below in the description. So check that out. But I'm just going to start reading it right now as we watch some Death Star 2 gameplay. So let's do this. So this is what Ben Walk, community manager for Battlefront 2, posted. He says, "We're back for another community transmission, and this time we're here to talk Season 2. It's been a busy few weeks at DICE HQ, and it only feels like yesterday that we're rolling out the progression update. With the release of Night on Indoor update, we've now found ourselves in our regular cadence of content releases. Now we're going to be moving on and talking about Season 2 content." And he goes on to say, did we mention it's coming out next week on May 16th? So that is really cool. And remember, the blog details that I'm going to go into right now basically cover a lot of the May content for the Han Solo season. It's basically going to be split into two parts, May and then June. The blog post really doesn't give us any signs of what's coming in June. It only teases it, kind of. So we'll get into that in just a moment. But they did also mention that, expect seasons to be a variation of different things in the future for Battlefront 2. So they did mention that, content drops like Night on Indoor would be continued down the road. Alright, let's talk about the Han Solo season. So they go on to say this: as the season progresses, you'll find yourself completing challenges and seasonal quests inspired by Han Solo's closest friendships and against some of his greatest rivals. The Han Solo season will be spread across 2 months again, and we've got a lot of content to cover, so let's dive in. Let's talk about what's coming in May. So yeah, what is Hero Showdown? What is this brand new mode? So alongside the Han Solo season will be the release of a brand new game mode. Hero Showdown is going to be similar to the much-loved Heroes vs. Villains game mode, but with a brand new rule set. In this 2 vs. 2 game mode, players will begin the match by picking their heroes. Should you be defeated, you must put all of your hope into your teammate and wait until the round is over. If your teammate is successful and wins the round, you are unable to use the heroes that you previously used. However, if your team loses the round, you're free to pick any available hero, including the ones you've just used. It's a best out of 5 situation, so the first to win the 3 rounds will claim victory. Think carefully about your pick. Strategy is everything in this mode. End quote. That sounds really, really cool. And it sounds like it also kind of forces the team that is victorious each round to really mess around with different combinations of your heroes, and I do think that this will be a very, very popular mode. Also, yes, Starfighter Custom Arcade is going to be a thing. They go on to say this: Starfighter Custom Arcade is where you'll be able to become acquainted with all the starfighters in the game. Take on AI and learn skills that will serve you well when you venture into Starfighter Assault and take on some of the best pilots in the galaxy. We know that this is something a lot of our community have been requesting, so we're incredibly excited to confirm that it'll be available as soon as Season 2 starts on May 16th. And yes, guys, check this out. This one I am actually really excited about. The return, of course, we've got the skins. I'll be diving into those in just a moment. Don't worry. But check this out. We've got JABBA'S Palace. This is what they say about JABBA'S Palace. They said, located in the Dune Sea on Tatooine, the sandblasted metal and stone structure strikes fear into anyone that finds themselves on the wrong side of Jabba the Hutt. Jabba's palace will be arriving in Star Wars Battlefront 2 and will be available in both Heroes vs. Villains, Blast, and Arcade. I can't wait to play Blast mode in this one. I have been absolutely addicted to Blast mode, so this will be a good freaking time for sure. But yes, let's talk about the legendary and epic skins. So they say this, fans of Lando will be pleased to hear he's going to be receiving an epic based around his appearance within Jabba's palace. It's also time that we welcome the very first legendary appearance into Star Wars Battlefront 2, and it's one we've seen mentioned quite a bit. The legendary appearance will go to Leia. Let's take a look at that right now. Check that out. And it's going to be in the form of her iconic Bosch outfit from Star Wars Return of the Jedi. As this is a legendary appearance, it's not just her look that's changed. While dressed in her Bosch appearance, Leia will use a speech scrambler to speak Ubish. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Please don't kill me if I got that wrong. We've got more appearances planned, so spend your time wisely and make sure you're doing your daily challenges to save up your credits. June is going to be quite legendary, and they basically bold legendary, so it sounds like we're going to be getting more legendary outfits in June. There's a tease for you guys of what to expect in June, so that is really cool. Also, they do speak about menu updates, so this is neat. They said, with the launch of the Han Solo season, we're making some quality of life changes to the front menu of the game. What this means is that when you load up Star Wars Battlefront 2, you'll be able to get into your favorite game modes a lot quicker. The first big change you'll notice is when you enter the multiplayer menu, which is now broken up into 3 main categories: Assault, Heroes, and Villains, and Operations. Heroes and Villains is where you'll find the core Heroes vs. Villains game modes. Assault modes, as you probably guessed, is where you'll find the likes of Starfighter and Galactic Assault, alongside Strike. Operations is where you'll find Ewok Hunt, Blast, and it will also be the place to go for our limited time game modes in the future. So that's neat. You now have a location to where you can find those limited time game modes. That's going to be important to find those very quickly. They are a ton of fun. Alright, also they go on to say in the previous community transmission, we talked about how we were going to be replacing the holographic effect you see within the menus with something else. The first part of its release will go live on May 16th, and we're looking forward to hearing your feedback on it. We do have plans to take the initial release further, and it's all going to plan this should arrive in June with the second part of the Han Solo season. So they're breaking this up a little bit and releasing it in segments, it seems. Now, they did mention this. They say this, spend skill points pre-round. Since the new progression system launched, one of the key bits of feedback we've seen has talked about the ability to spend your skill points in between rounds. We're pleased to confirm that this functionality will be launching once Season 2 is released. That is really cool to hear. Awesome. So that's actually making it into the game. Now you don't have to, it seems like you don't have to exit back to the main menu to do that. So that's pretty cool. That'll be great for newcomers as well. And they talked about new milestones as well. They said alongside the release of the new progression system came the arrival of a minor change that placed pop-ups within the game upon completion of a milestone. This was met with a significant amount of positivity, but if there was one thing we did hear, it was that for some of you reading this, you had already completed a lot of your milestones. We are adding score milestones for each trooper, hero, and specials. Troopers will receive 3 tiers, while heroes and specials will have 2 new tiers. So there you have it. There's going to be a new milestone update, and I promise once we get to Season 2, May 16th, we'll be showcasing this with actual video content and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm excited about the new skins and stuff for sure. Okay, and then they did a community spotlight, which you guys can also check that out in the description below, but they also highlighted Reddit and then Battlefront captures, so see the blog post for that. Then they said, that's all we've got for this transmission. We'll be back again in the not-so-distant future with all the information surrounding the Han Solo season content that will be released in June, including details of a brand new world. Ooh, so there is a tease right there for what's coming up in June. So yes, look forward to more details on that, guys. So exciting to see that it's going to be all starting and kicking off on May 16th. Let me know, guys, if you have your Han Solo movie ticket spot. By the way, we already have ours secured. We are good to go. We're going to be seeing the movie, I think it's on May 24th, if I recall correctly. Yeah, on a Thursday. So that's going to be huge. So I'm really excited about that. So let me know what you think about the update. Again, this only covers really what's happening in May. And then we'll get an update about what this new world is in June. So look forward to that. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned here to Star Wars HQ for more updates about upcoming seasons, DLC, and anything happening in the world of Star Wars gaming and movies. And I will see you guys later. And may the Force be with you always.